Now we will be discussing experiment number 3. So in experiment number 3 we are going to discuss the assignment basic statistical and data exploration commands in R. So let us have a problem statement. To execute basic statistical commands on the given data set and explore the data to obtain useful information. What is pre-lab required for this assignment? A basic understanding of descriptive statistics is required. Now we will be having theory about different statistical commands which we will learn in this assignment. So very first is mean command. So you are already aware of it from childhood. In the schooling you have already learned this. So mean is nothing but averaging. So if we want to do this averaging or mean of set of data values, then we have to use some command at the R prompt. So in R, a mean can be calculated on an isolated variable. So alternatively, a mean can be calculated for each of the variable in a data set by using the mean and data variable. So this is a variable, actually variable name. So command where data variable is the name of the variable containing the data. So the syntax is mean, then x is representing here the input vector or data set, then trim is equal to 0. So this trim word is just like trim we use in strings, where we are generally using trim to avoid the spaces. Okay. Similarly here since we are dealing with data science, so data science is based on collection of huge data analysis. So if we are going for analyzing a huge data set, so we find that, as I have discussed in my earlier video also, that mainly the middle quartiles are having the more important information. So we are generally avoiding the extremes in a data sets, and if we are interested in the data set which is a core data set or part of a data set, then we use this trim. Now if it is equal to 0, this means that you are not interested in trimming the data, you want to take mean for whole data set. And if you are interested in trimming the data, then you have to specify the values between 0 to 1, where it is indicating you are first sorting the data set and trimming from the both side the percentage which you are mentioning here with relation to 0 to 1 range. Then next is Rn, na dot Rm is equal to false. So here na, so when we are dealing with the data set, so very simple example is you are filling multiple forms and you are prompted for multiple attributes, and during this prompt you are sometimes not interested or you are not knowing information about some attribute and you are skipping it, and then you are moving ahead and filling other entries, and when you submit this form, it is actually going to a database with the attribute names as a column. Okay, so in that case what happens, whatever entries you have not made for particular attribute, that is considered to be blank, and in terms of R that is considered as a non-applied values, non-applicable values. Okay, so if we consider those non-applicable values for finding the mean or average, your average suffers. So generally if any single value is non-applicable in your data set, then your mean also comes to be NA, and you get actually the false result. So if you want to skip such NA values and find out the mean, then it is required that you should set na dot Rm is equal to true. That means if it is true, you are removing the NA values and then you are taking the mean, and if you keep it as false, then you will get average as NA. So here x is the input vector, trim is used to drop some observation from both end of the sorted vector, and na dot Rm is used to remove the missing values from the input vector. Okay, so let us try this simple example. So I am moving to this practical session. Here very first we will create a data set. So I will be taking here simple data set. Okay, so for example I am creating one data set x is equal to c. So it is suppose a combination of the range of values 0 to 10 comma 50. So what this means, I am creating one vector with this range. So let us print it. So it is giving you value 0 to 50. Okay, now we are interested in finding out the mean of this. So to find out the mean, what we have to do is, let me increase the size so here I will be doing what, finding out the mean. So mean x will be giving me value which is here mean x. Okay, now see what happens. So it is giving me mean considering all these 12 values. See how many values are there, 1 to 10 is 10 values, this is 11 and this is 12. Now if I want to use all the parameters which are defined in this syntax, so let us copy this and paste here. So now I am using here trim is equal to 0 and na dot rm is equal to false. We are using only this many parameters. Now whether NAs are available here, no NAs are available, hence we got here value as 8.75. Now here x comma trim is equal to 0 and na dot rm is equal to false. What is the output? Same output, because we have written trim is equal to 0. Now if we write here trim is equal to 0.50, that means what, out of these 12 values 6 values will be removed from both the ends after sorting. So this vector is already sorted. So if we remove these 3 values from this end and these 3 values from this end, and if we take mean, then what we are expecting, we will be expecting mean of these middle values 3 to 8. Okay, so let us check. It is giving us the value as 5.5. It is equivalent to the, so I am declaring one variable here y, c is equal to, which is having range 3:8. Okay, now take the mean of this. So you are getting same value as after trimming this vector we are getting. Okay, now let us have the example of NA. So suppose I am defining one more vector z is equal to c. Now here again we will have the range as same 0:10 0:10 comma 50 comma, I am introducing one NA value. So in R the NA values are represented by capital NA. Okay, now if I print z, it is printing all these values. Now if we take mean of this, so I am already having one command here for mean. So I am just replacing the variable. See, the value is NA, which is because one of the value here is NA, that's why you are getting mean as NA. So what is a good practice? Good practice is, if we want the mean of remaining values, then we should remove it. Okay, so here in this command what I need to do is, I need to write here capital true. After writing this true, and suppose again we will simply write it as 0. Even if we don't write, we will be getting same result as we have already seen. Okay, one more thing, what is the variable here? Here variable is not x, the variable is z. Now see what value you have got. Now earlier when you have took the mean for this vector, you got NA, but as soon as I have written here NA dot RM is equal to true, what happened? This NA is removed from the list and remaining values mean is displayed here. Okay. Now here if we again want to trim it 0.50%, again we will be getting the 5.5. So I hope you have understood it. Now we will be moving to next part. So next is finding median in R. So what is a median? Median is the middlemost value in the data series, which is called as median. Now here one thing is important. If you are directly taking middlemost value in a data set as you have given input, that, and if you will think that middle value will be displayed as median, so that is wrong. So again I want to remind you, whenever you are taking median for any data set, it is required that you have to first sort the values in the data set and then the middle value is considered as a median. So this R does everything automatically, you have to just provide the data set. Why I am refreshing this? Because you may think of mismatching the median value because you are not recalling the proper calculation or finding the median value. So let us try this. So same way, x is a vector and NA dot remove already we have seen. Now if I here, so let us have Control L to clear the screen. Now median of x, it is 5.5. How you got it? Let us print x. How many values are there? So there are 12 values we have already discussed. Then from where this 5.5 has come? So since there are even number of values in this data set, what happened? There is no middle value after even sorting it. So it will be a mean of middle two values. So it is 5.5. Let us have one different example. A is equal to C. I am putting random values. Okay, so this is not a sorted vector. Let us try this median example here. Now see what is expected. So 23 is expected if it is a middle number. No. So very first it will be sorted. After sorting, still it will be 23. Okay. So luckily here 23 is coming in between. So you may have thought that this value is got printed. So let us once again update this. Just replace this 23 to other position and then again try it. Again you have got the 23. So it will first arrange all the numbers in sorted order 12, 21, 23, 43, 54, and in that 23 is middle one. So that's why the median is giving you 23. Again same way, if I again introduce here one NA value and then again if I try the same command, I will get the output as NA. So what is again suggested? Better to use NA dot RM is equal to true. Okay, so once you do this, remove the NA values and then find the median, you will get the expected output.